The next technique we will discuss is the do it technique. Do it techniques are good if you want the trainees to build their skills, put their learning to work, or experience doing it. To work well, this technique needs introductory guidelines and plenty of feedback from the trainer, and how to avoid common mistakes. The different types of do it techniques are problem solving workshop, small group activity, risk mapping, action plans, projects, hands on practice, exercises, and simulations. The first one we will discuss is the problem solving workshop. This is where a small group of trainees are given a problem or scenario designed for them to use reference materials and judgment making decisions. This method is utilized to help trainees apply and summarize technical training. The advantages of problem solving workshop is that you can teach many topics, especially the use of manuals and references. It actively involves the trainees and has them make real scenario decisions. The disadvantage of problem solving workshops are they are time consuming and some members may not participate evenly if one member is dominating. A trainer will want to carefully be careful how they group the trainees together. The best guidelines are to provide trainees the information they need to solve the problem. Also, the trainer must carefully design the scenario to be utilized. Next is the small group activity, and is where the trainees sit in a table at groups of 8 or fewer with the facilitator at each table. And the activities are conducted as information searches, which are guided by questions, problems, or case studies. They seek the answers and solutions from the information sheets that are provided. This method empowers the trainees to seek their own answers and make their own decisions. The advantages of the trainees are highly involved and learn how to find information which will have the trainee leaving the course feeling competent and empowered. The disadvantage of this method is that it is very time consuming and trainees could find incorrect or incomplete information. The trainer will need to provide all the information to the trainees to complete the activity and provide a list of sources to find more information that would be needed. The next method is risk mapping, which is a conceptual framework for the investigation of workplace hazards. The instructor will ask the trainees to create a map of the workplace indicating all the hazards that they know exist. This will lead to a discussion of the related topics. The trainer can actually use one of the methods listed on this project here for the related topics. The risk map is not just a visual aid, it is a structure on which the entire training is built, and it must be accurate and detailed. The advantages is that it involves all the trainees, and it is very specific to their workplace. The disadvantages is that it is very time consuming and also requires advanced trainer preparation. The trainer will teach the topics after they have all been involved in the mapping process. The trainer will need a large area for the mapping to be done. It also requires flexibility in the order and relationship of the topics. The next method is action plans. Action plans can be designed around any topic, and it helps workers lay the groundwork for setting out on a course of action that will result in a safer workplace. The workers will focus on specific problems that need attention. They prioritize their list of problems and select the top two for action. They write objectives for their plans and a timeline for achieving them. They decide on direct, step-by-step routes for taking action on the problem, and they design follow-up activities. Here is an example action plan for chemical emergency preparedness, where they indicate the problem area with a red dot and a green dot for the areas that are okay. They select the top two problem areas and suggest a course of action to rectify the problem step by step, and sets a timeline for the completion. The big advantage for action plans is they help generate change. and it also turns workers into safety advocates. The disadvantage is that not all changes can be made due to other complications, but it teaches trainees persistence without hostile confrontation. It is best to group the trainees by work groups or departments.